It's going to be certified first up or for the team 1 versus Inus. He's trying to see if he can get himself an angle. Got himself death shock him off immediately into a grenade sent in. I'm loving that mod, man. That's actually looks so good with the monocle on top of it too. I think it's a nice little accessory touch. Stun for certified, but at least he doesn't have the hunter ripping him apart while he's stunned out in the open. Does get an opportunity, close the gap, get a stun. Could be a fear on both the pet as well as the hunter. Perfect opportunity to get both of them down in full PI void eruption. Everything is available. He's just sanding all of it in. Silence into the hunter, trying to see if he maybe one of those void bolts does connect. None of them connected to the mortar or just void. Does not make enough damage there to happen. Binding shot onto the pet. Is that what happened? Fury of the Eagle round for the hunter. Maybe a defense out of certified. Does go for disperse. He is not in a great spot right now. This is the most amount of damage out of Inyo right now, and he's just living it. Certified so far has been able to tussle with this man fairly handily, but oh my god, the damage just came out of nowhere. What the hell was that? Was just a kill shot? What the hell was that at the end? It felt like he was just fine, walked in, just took a good chunk out of his health bar. My goodness, Bad Bunny walking into a tar trap, not amazing, but does get himself at least a Sapperoo over here as Inu setting up all those traps, stone onto Bad Bunny, looking to get out of that side of the arena completely. He just wants to reposition. He doesn't want to do any of this. Bad Bunny stuck over there with a hippo. Come on, man, this hippo already got spears in him. My goodness, Hunter chose violence. He really did. That's what I love about survival hunters. I don't think we see a lot of survival hunters on a regular, but when you do, man, the amount of burst damage survival does, I don't think a lot of people expect it. I think that's the best part, honestly. Bad Bunny does almost try to escape out of here. Hunter's Mark locking him down. At the very least, he can maybe approach Inu standing on the freezing trap, and it's actually the diamond ice freezing trap, so he has to trinket it. There's no way for him to break it. Evasion's available. Doesn't want to get stunned by the binding shot, but he's dodging. Look at those dodges, man. Look at the nimble feet. He's just avoiding this completely. Does end up avoiding the stun. Shadow Melt still dotted. Still got a Hunter's Mark on him. Does not want to press a camo or Cloak of Shadows just yet. The pet though not letting it go anywhere whatsoever. Traps stocked up probably around either side of the arena. Grenades getting sent in as Inu able to keep pummeling the rogue without even seeing the guy. Quick stun does give him a bit of grenade damage. Bad Bunny knows he wants to get in. He got calm points. He got a kidney shot ready to go. Cloak of Shadows in case there's traps all around this area. Is he gonna wait? Hold on. Oh, he just out. He's done. He gave up. He decided, nope, not doing it. That is a tough one, man. I mean, the hunter just avoided him completely. Yeah, so Bad Bunny did hit the surrender. He doesn't get removed. He just kind of gotta be just trembling here for the rest of the time. So whoever's next, Merlin, Paladin, or Buna, you guys gotta go because Bad Bunny he's done. Yeah, Merlin. Yeah, Inu so far got 2 down. I mean that should still count against the rogue, right? That still should count, right? It was an honorable. I give. Not much you can do there. That was just a lot of damage. Still lots of damage on Merlin. Man, immediately bubbling this as Inu might be looking for a turtle shell here. Doesn't want to have to give it up if possible. Using every defense if he can. Feign death really quickly. Spear of the Eagle just logged up Merlin. Does he have enough damage? Big flanking strike. Kill shot right after. Merlin with one little defensive. That's about all he's got. No health whatsoever. Inu needs just a 1 kill shot. Oh, when Merlin just popped off. Just walked to the guy and just stundered him. My goodness. I honestly thought the hunter would have it. Merlin just walked in, last breath in his lungs, and he just gave it all. 1 fatty crit is all he needed, and he got it. That was actually so good. Paladin is up next. As a light for Draenei, wait a second. I don't see a lot of light boards for PvP at the very least. That was so good, chat. That was so good. The Chicago is gonna go rooting him in place for just a second. Wild Wings are up. It is Crusade too. So if you can avoid Crusade damage, you gotta avoid. Crusade compared to normal wings gives you quite a bit of a damage buff. Crusade is the biggest haymaker, the mother load of damage that ramps up after a while as the Paladin spends holy power, but the damage is noticeable. You are going to do a ton towards the tail end of that Crusade. It's just a lot. Oh, we needed to was turtle on bad. Oh, good, Tyler. You're fine, man. You're fine. Honestly, man, that was so rough. The fights from this Game of Thrones. Yeah. All good. Paladin trying to see if he can fight through Chicago. Bubble does come out. Does not have a way to heal himself easily, but may need to be looking at that recovery. Chicago is able to avoid him quite handily. Being a shaman, you have quite a lot of mobility, and as long as you can avoid Paladin any kind of slows, Yeah, he does end up popping. Buna, last one left over for the team one, trying to see if he can get himself a better angle here. Chicago catching him in an invis immediately, trying to see if he can get himself a poly. It's going to be a bit of a rough one here. So normally mages do pretty well against shamans, but if a shaman plays super carefully, they interrupts the range damage. You don't need to get a melee of the guy. You just keep him controlled. Look at that control you can do against a mage. Buna's trying to see if he can escape this hex to follow. You can't even break it. So you just have to be completely CC for the entire time. I do like the froggy form though. It does look so good. Isn't there a glitch to get the old frog form? Or is that just like... Is there a glitch for frogs? That's gotta be, right? Buna with a ray, trying to see if he can capitalize some damage on Chicago, but does get himself a quick kick. Poly to follow. At the very least, Buna is able to establish CC, try to go for a freeze on Chicago, but flew right over the ring of frost. Literally, I'm seeing an earthy elemental frozen away over there, and I'm like, ring of fire. Great, Dal. You know periodic table so well, don't you? Buna, maybe look at an ice block here. Not in a great spot. Lasso, I think it's a block. Yep, it's a block. 30% dampening. Your healing is going to be limited here a bit. Even though you're an ice block, it's almost like a warrior hit you with a mortal strike past the block. You got to do something. You got to find an escape here if possible. Does get him some flurry. As long as you got control, I think you'll be in a maybe decent spot. Hex to follow does end up locking you down for a moment. For Chicago, they just need a little bit of Maelstrom, get himself the big lightning bolt, try to go for the static totem, does go for the kick, root onto Buna. I don't know if he can disrupt it, does go for the Sunder. Buna try to see if he can avoid him being a shimmer. That knock on that volley was so good, by the way. He just punted him and does end up taking him. There's not much you can do. Like, once a shaman gets like a good CC chain on you, it's just golden. For Inu, that should be 2 kills, by the way. That should be 2 kills. The amount of damage Survival Hunters do is absolutely wild, man. Let's get ourselves another one going here, boys. Yeah, onomas. Bad Bunny over for the team one, ready to go. Boone are gonna be first up versus Hockey on the Hockey Shadow. I like that set. That is that sepsis quality cosplay in here. Bull bleeds are up to Boone. A mania, a nice block. Oh! Oh my goodness, the amount of that damage. It just ramps out of nowhere. He's not even touching him. And Buddha's health is being dropped like he's getting chaos bolted by at least 3 warlocks in a row. My goodness. Oh, a full warlock firing squad just chaos bolt 1, chaos bolt 2. Get a third one in there, right? The third one's like the proc one. My god, this is Rogues, man. This is Rogues. Trying to see if he can fight the Merlin. Merlin bubbling this up, but doesn't go for Crusade just yet. For Hockeys, he does end up investing in Cloak of Shadows, and I'm a little bit weirded out when you guys do Shadow Step to a guy that you're not dueling. I get why you do it. I don't like it. Wait, you did. Oh, oh, sorry. Wait, Merlin, I guess, had a dot on Hockeys too. Jesus, the dot gameplay from these boys is ludicrous. Belay Clasp is going to be up next, charging in, just absolutely rampaging through Merlin. Maybe looking at a Blessing of Protection here. May need one. Trying to use wings as well as whatever healing recovery you can. Bop is up, but does Belay Clasp have an answer? He has a leap. He has a way to move around. Look at this dwarf go, man. Look at it. Actually looks so good. Trying to go for a fear, parry up. It's going to be a dwarven ritual. Trying to use everything he can just to live. Quick rallying cry to give him a bit of extra health. Stun into Merlin. May have it here. Unless Merlin got a stun. Merlin barely got a heal. Reflect up. Don't reflect the stun and you'll be okay. You need a Hodge right now. Unless, oh, he does get the Hodge. He does get the kill. Oh, Merlin does need a bit of recovery. There's no shot, right? But Chicago, I don't think it's going to give him any heals. Unless Chicago's okay with Merlin getting heals from like Certified and Paladin or what's the name? Paladin. Yeah. I mean, if Chicago's cool with it, Certified, you could help up with heals. Yeah, if he's waiting for him to get like a full recovery, yeah, perfectly cool. Because he's got a what? He can heal himself once every 6 seconds. It's instant, but like once every 6. It's gonna take forever. Does get him dotted, does get him zapped and blasted, porting him out. Paladin. I'm gonna mess up your name so hard. I feel like what Merlin just did. Merlin just like I think Merlin was just like, you know what? I'm a willing sacrifice at this point. I'm cool with it. I played my due. I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna fight against it. I did everything I needed to. Might have been it, man. Big Venom too with the rogue. Oh yeah, man. That's true. That's true. Paladin. It's so hard to say a name. I'm gonna call it Paladin. Okay, Paladin or something like that. Oh, just popped. I'll call you Balloon now instead. Oh, that sounds rude, actually. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. It's done on Chicago. Bad Bunny loading him up. Full death mark and everything is available. But Chicago does not have a defensive for this one. It's just over. Everybody's just going down within seconds of each other. Is it going to be Speed up next? Or is it Held Rock next? I think they're kind of looking at one another. Trying to give him a chance here? Possibly. Bad Bunny just sitting down for some food. Certified walking up as if he wants to square up, I think. Or no? Dude, everybody's just melting. Everybody's popping. Lordy. Paladin. Man, Paladin can work, right? Paladin. Because I'm trying to get your name right. I'm trying to get it right. You know what it kind of reminds me of? In like a... Not in a literal way. Dame Aelin from BG3. And like, that's a respectable character. So I'm like, Paladin. I'm trying to get it right, man. I'm trying to. Dane would work too. Dane would work just fine. Sap out by Speed. Bad Bunny does pick up the eye, but Speed zooms in, does go for the trinket. Cheap shot onto Bad Bunny. He's got himself evasion, but the lockdowns on stuns make that evasion do barely nothing. Does go for the cheap shot onto Speed. Trying to see if he can get himself a big go. I think that is a full dance, Kingsbane and everything available. Speed is under a ton of pressure. He doesn't have a cloak anymore. Hold on a second. Speed might be in a ton of trouble. Got himself a pick up with an evasion to fall. At least avoiding some of the damage from Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny does go for a quick vanish. Speed with the vanish as well, but I think Speed is still melting. Shadow Strike onto Bad Bunny, landing the killer shot. Cheat Death is your only savior right now. Cheat Death just denied. Game, are you kidding me? Blizzard. The rogue spec into a cheat death, and if he dies and you just don't give him a cheat death, like what's the point of cheat death? What is the point? We've seen this happen way too many times on 5v5 1v1 Duels, where a rogue is like just fine, kind of, sort of. Oh, he gets locked down. Okay, he has a cheat death. It should save him, right? It should give him like a little bit of health and a DR, and they're just gone. It's just erased. It's just gone. Disappears. Certified still trying to see if he can get some damage onto Speed. He is getting some damage around the corner with that void. What is it called? Void. I forget what's it called. The back and forth ability. I don't have a good name for it. Speed might actually just be dead here. Hold on. He's trying to see if he can live it. Hold on a moment. Gouge? Oh, he's barely alive. He does get himself a sippy. He's still dotted. Looks like he's still rotted. And the Certified can get that void. What's it called, chat? It's not Halo, it's the other ability. I forget. I actually forget. Shoot, I was gonna say maybe Shadow Crash hits him, but not quite. So close though. So close. And Certified, man, the rogue got to escape. 7% cheat death HP. Divine Star, that's the one. Yeah, Divine Star. Dark Star? It is Dark Star. Well, it's Dark Star, I think, if you go to... I think if you become a Shadow Disc Beast. Yeah, Divine Star. Divine Star. Yeah, Divine Star. It is the one. I think it has become a Dark Star when you're a Shadow Priest and you hit Mind Blast. Or get you Siphon up. Because it used to be like a thing with Shadow Covenant, but they tied it into Shadow Fiend. I'm messing up my pets too as well. But yeah, Divine Star. That is actually really good, because if you can get it going from one side... Oh, Shadow Crash almost connects. But if you can get Divine Star going out and then you juke out to the other side of the box, it'll go like through the boxes and maybe connect with the rogue. It does decent damage when it does connect. Cheap shots back to back and Certified. Oh, I think it's over. Oh, he barely lived. Fear. He tried to fear, but the cloak by the rogue. He knew it. Oh, man. Wow. That was a quick game just in terms of just the amount of raw bursts that everybody got that time around. My goodness.